Donald Trump, within just 48 hours of being back in the White House, has already exhibited a series of dramatic reactions and decisions that highlight his chaotic leadership style. One notable incident occurred during a prayer service at the National Cathedral. Episcopal Bishop Maryann Budde delivered a sermon urging Trump to show compassion toward marginalized communities, including the LGBTQ+ population, undocumented workers, and others. The bishop's call for mercy was met with apparent humiliation and outrage from Trump. When asked about the sermon, Trump dismissed it, stating, "Not too exciting, was it? I thought it was a bad service. They can do much better." Following this, prominent MAGA Republicans, including Representative Mike Collins, demanded the deportation of Bishop Budde, an absurd suggestion given her American citizenship and clerical role. Don Jr. joined the attacks, relentlessly targeting the bishop on social media. All of this unfolded because Bishop Budde's plea for compassion conflicted with Trump's hardened political stance. Meanwhile, Trump's social media activity over the past 24 hours has been filled with self-aggrandizing posts. He shared images portraying himself as a warrior hero and the epitome of strength, urging his followers to agree. Imagine the uproar if President Biden engaged in such behavior. Trump's fragile ego was further evident when he reposted an image implying he'd given up a perfect life for the American people, conveniently omitting his scandals, including allegations of infidelity involving Stormy Daniels and Karen McDougal. These incidents led to criminal charges and a conviction on 34 felony counts. Trump's penchant for self-promotion stands in stark contrast to his mishandling of critical issues. At his first press conference in the Oval Office, Trump faced questions about his controversial involvement in meme coins, a cryptocurrency venture that enriched him while defrauding countless investors. When asked about the billions he allegedly made, Trump deflected, pointing to the wealth of the oligarchs present. The press conference also featured AI executives, paraded by Trump to showcase their allegiance, yet it devolved into bizarre boasts and incoherence. On foreign policy, Trump's blunders continued. He claimed he could achieve peace in Ukraine within 24 hours, only to have his Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, clarify that Trump never made such a promise. Special Envoy Keith Kellogg further contradicted Trump by stating that it would take 2,400 hours to establish a framework for peace talks. Astonishingly, Trump suggested delegating the negotiations to Chinese President Xi Jinping, a move that undermines America's leadership on the global stage. While Trump made these outrageous remarks, Xi and Russian President Vladimir Putin strengthened their alliance, signing agreements to deepen ties. Additionally, Putin negotiated a 20-year pact with Iran, signaling a strategic shift while Trump fumbled with optics and distractions. Domestically, Trump's rhetoric took aim at allies, accusing Canada of being responsible for fentanyl-related deaths in the U.S. and calling Canada a bad place. He extended his criticism to Mexico and the European Union while lavishing praise on adversaries like China and Russia. This antagonistic approach alienates key partners, further isolating the U.S. on the world stage. Trump's chaotic management style manifested in personnel decisions as well. He abruptly fired Admiral Linda Lee Fagan, the commander of the U.S. Coast Guard, through the acting Secretary of Homeland Security. The Trump administration justified her termination with allegations of mishandling border security, recruitment issues, and excessive focus on diversity and inclusion initiatives. They also accused her of covering up sexual assault cases at the Coast Guard Academy. However, these claims come from an administration led by a man with a documented history of sexual misconduct. Trump's actions appear less about policy and more about undermining accomplished women in leadership. Further controversy arose when Trump discussed pardoning January 6th insurrectionists, including convicted leaders of the Oath Keepers and Proud Boys. He labeled them victims of unfair treatment and hinted at offering them political roles, a stunning revelation that undermines justice and legitimizes domestic terrorism. This move starkly contrasts with the principles of law and order Trump claims to uphold. In a rambling diatribe, Trump falsely accused Los Angeles of diverting water into the Pacific Ocean and claimed Beverly Hills was devastated by wildfires, both of which are demonstrably false. His comments on the H-1B visa program further showcased his inconsistency. After railing against the program, Trump praised it for bringing in high-quality waiters and wine experts, a gross misrepresentation of its purpose to attract skilled workers in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, STEM. Trump's hypocrisy became even more apparent as he attacked American education standards, blaming cultural inferiority for the lack of STEM professionals, while simultaneously pushing for the abolition of the Department of Education. This contradiction reflects his broader pattern of criticizing problems without offering viable solutions. In addition to policy missteps, Trump's propaganda machine continued its assault on Bishop Budde, labeling the National Cathedral a sanctuary of Satan. Such attacks expose the unchristian behavior of Trump's supporters, who vilify anyone advocating for compassion and justice. Finally, Trump's erratic behavior included promoting whiskey glasses and meme coins while ignoring pressing issues like inflation, housing affordability, and peace in Ukraine. His fixation on self-promotion and petty grievances leaves critical challenges unaddressed. The past 48 hours have provided a clear snapshot of Trump's leadership, chaotic, self-serving, and disconnected from the needs of the American people.